Welcome, everyone. This is our last Big Brother 17 after show on the stream.tv. And for the last time, I'm Kevin Zelman, joined by my co-hosts, Ashley Iocco,
Hello.
Jen Jonhson, and Ryan Hooks.
Hey,
What's
guys.
up, everyone?
So wait, this is the last time you're ever going to be Kevin Zelman? Is that what you're telling us?
No, this is the last time for the
Oh.
season we're here, and then we'll be back next season. I will still be Kevin Zelman.
That's right.
Good
Kevin
to know.
Zelman. Follow him, though, because he's always doing something cool.
Thanks. At Kevin Zelman, Twitter and Instagram, guys.
What?
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
I know, right? All right, so let's get into it. It's finale. We have so much to talk about. I'm kind of angry. I'm kind of happy. There's a lot of emotions going on. What was our overall feel about the entire finale before we get into it?
As we all let out an exasperated sigh.
I might add, by they say all, they mean them. Because
Yeah.
I'm fine, because my Steve won.
Yeah. Leave me hanging.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Is my camera not working because I hate this one?
I'm not bitter about it. Like, I get it. I don't know if, in my opinion, he was like the best player, because the only game moves he made to me were the ones he was forced to make. And so I was like, fine. I'm glad he won over Liz, but he didn't play the game that well. 6
Yeah.
days doesn't count as a winner.
You're right. The last couple seasons, I think we've seen a lot of winners win that actually deserved it. But we all know in Big Brother, sometimes the best winner doesn't win. Just the way the
Most of the
cookie
time.
crumbles.
true.
Most of the time.
Every now and again, you get a random in there, right?
Yeah.
So last night's episode started off with the HOH competition, which Liz, Steve, and Vanessa, they had to hold on to it was an apple, right? Had to hang
Supposed to be a
on,
wrecking ball.
or a wrecking ball, whatever it was. They had to hang on to
Okay.
something. They were dipped into liquid, and they were slapped up against a wall. And Steve, ultimately, he fell off. And then Vanessa, which her brilliant gameplay came in handy again, kind of talked Liz into, you know what, I'm completely fine right now. I am not falling off for the next 10 hours. You do what you want to do. Liz ultimately fell off. Vanessa went to part 3.
I think she let go.
Yeah.
It looked like
Or she let go, I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Liz
she gave
definitely-
in and let go. So
Okay.
that to me looked like, she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to save my strength for the next competition and go.
That was smart. Now, would you guys, this is always a pickle for me, would you want to win that first comp?
Yes.
Because, I mean, for me, I was like, as a Vanessa fan, I'm like, oh, she's going to win for sure. She's winning. But what?
I mean, I'm a very competitive person in general, so if I'm playing a game, I'm there to win. I'm not going to fall off just because someone says, oh, because when someone says, oh, I could be here forever, then that's a competition for me to try to beat them.
Okay.
Also beat them at the competition we're playing. You know what I mean?
You better get on next season.
Do you know,
I would. Oh.
the thing that, for me, with winning the first one, do you know how long was in between from when they went to doing the Wrecking Ball Challenge to the Crossword Challenge to the...
Yeah, like just the next day.
If it's like a short period of time,
Yeah.
you want to win the first one because you're so exhausted doing the second one then after that you are mentally not as sharp as you would have been getting that rest like Vanessa got.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was gonna say. Well, I think it depends who's in the competition, because you always know the second one's like some sort of type of thing like the
Yeah.
crossword. So if you know that it's someone that's good at that, then I want to win the first one. Like if you know it's someone that's not good at it, you're like, I'll probably win that one. So I guess it just depends on who you're playing.
Yeah.
Play the player.
I mean, one thing that I always say about Big Brother and competition shows, and people always say to do it and they don't ever do it, is you have to win. If you're up on the block, win the veto. Don't throw it, win it. You know, like that's how you win this game. You win competitions.
Yeah.
I completely agree. So Vanessa went straight to part 3 of the HOH competition, and part 2 was between Liz and Steve, and it was a crossword puzzle about certain things that happened, or players, or house guests that were in the competition this season. You had to fill it in the crossword puzzle, which this had Steve written all over it, and he said hopefully the second competition is a mental game, and he won by, I think it was
Like three-
Not very
3
much.
minutes.
3 minutes or less.
And I actually thought that was a longer amount of time than I actually thought the competition was. I was
Yeah,
expecting, like,
28 and 30
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah, dang,
Yeah.
that was a long comp.
that looks like a fun one. I want
It
to
just
see
took
it.
a while because they just
Yeah.
had to climb the wall a bunch of
Yeah.
times and then come back down and climb the wall and get all the letters and.
And at one point, Steve forgot he had letters in his pouch, and he thought
the
that might have
H.
costed his time. I'm like sitting on my couch, I'm like, oh my god, like this is gonna like cost it for you. But he won by 28 to 31, I think it was, and he got HOH, which I was happy about. But then at the same time, Vanessa wasn't HOH, and everyone knows I was gung ho for Team Vanessa. I was a little
Yeah.
disappointed. So Steve won the HOH, and so Steve, he voted to evict Vanessa.
Wait. we're gonna
Yes.
skip through all the part with the jury questions and stuff.
We haven't gotten there
oh no,
yet.
like the jury, like the final HOH with Steven versus Vanessa. Like I thought that some of those things were like so random. Like how would anyone?
Oh yeah,
The
they
questions?
tricked them. They
Who-
were
who said
tricky when they had to.
Oh, the
competition-
scale.
The
Yes,
scale,
yes.
like the whole
They
competition.
do that every season, but this one,
It was
the
hard.
jury was, I think, playing a little tricks.
Yeah, they
on-
were definitely like it was a crapshoot. Like it was like yes and yes.
Yeah, and
So
I
it
was
was
so
just like-
shocked about like JohnnyMac saying, he cleaning the disgusting teeth
Rather
of
than his
America.
body?
That it-
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be that.
Me too.
I thought it was
I thought
body.
Vanessa won. I was like, no.
Right.
But
Or with Becky, like, I did get hit by a train.
That was funny.
Got you.
yeah.
Like, clearly the scar on your face and the cut in your knee didn't.
Well, that was the easiest answer of
Right.
all of them.
Yeah.
Like
It's so
the rest
funny.
of them, though, I was so confused. I was like, what?
Right, and
Well,
like
the whole
and-
time, it was Steve was in the lead by 1, then they were tied, then Vanessa was by 1, I think,
Yes.
at one point, and then Steve ultimately got it.
That
So
was
it
a
was
tricky one.
tight.
That-
it was
I
tight.
agree. I think
I was
that
like
was
standing there like
crapshoot.
this, like, and then like I like got like chills almost, and he won. I was like, yay! Because then
What, do you think the
knew.
producers like phrase their questions in a certain way so they would say a certain answer so they think that a certain person would say that answer?
No, I remember doing that in the
Yeah.
jury house. You did too.
Yeah.
And they ask you. You can answer however you want. So because
they ask you a million questions. They don't ask
Yeah.
you one question, so they pick one.
Yeah, you
that
don't know
they
which
want
one
you're
to
gonna
ask.
get.
Yeah.
Okay. So since I was ahead of myself, now Steve has chosen to evict
won.
Vanessa. He won. My opinion on this, I want to know what you guys think also. I was talking to Ryan about this earlier. Personally, I thought it was kind of stupid for Steve to pick Liz because Liz already had guaranteed 2 votes from the jury.
This is coming from a Vanessa fan.
But
Yeah.
yes, but also I'm thinking of like why he would choose Liz because I do think some people would not have voted for Vanessa.
But not enough. Vanessa wins
Vanessa
this
wins. If
game.
she's up there, she wins.
With the last 5
Yeah.
people, Vanessa wins this game based on the people that are in the jury already.
Yep.
Right.
Shelli was in there supporting her from as soon as
Week
people were
1.
coming in, and you know that you probably would have got votes from a few other people, Meg and James. They know that they appreciate the fact that they were gotten by her.
Yeah, no, Vanessa was
They
winning
did.
and she was in the final 2. Like, no matter
Okay,
how it
yeah.
happened, she was winning the final 2.
Definitely. But, I just feel like Liz did win more competitions, correct? And I think the jury was kind of voting more on sympathy or compassion for Steve because he's a super fan of the game. And I just feel like he was.
He won more.
Do you agree?
He said he won more in his speech, so if he didn't win more, then.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
he
won
said
that.
he won.
He's counting the last one.
Oh, he said 4 head of household.
Yeah, he's
And then he
Okay.
said Liz was like dethroned once or twice
Oh,
with the
yeah,
BOB.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah, it's kind of with the
That's tricky.
battle
His
of the block.
speech was
and-
great though.
Oh, all of his speeches were amazing, and he
What if-
answered the questions so quickly.
I was
thought
with a
he
bunch
did
of
great.
Big Brother house guests last night watching the show, and somebody was like, "Man, Liz's answers makes Abby sound like an intelligent person," and he was just like ripping on Abby being and all
Who's
this.
Abby?
Abby Marie.
I
Never
don't know
mind.
who that is.
I don't remember Abby Marie.
I don't-
I remember
is it?
Gina Marie.
Gina Marie. I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go.
I watched Survivor before I came in, so I'm thinking about Abby from Survivor. Gina Marie.
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry.
Was that
Gina Marie. Gina Marie.
Gina Marie.
I always
Oh,
forget she
okay.
was there.
Makes Gina Marie sound
Yeah.
intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That
She
makes
was
more
a-
sense.
Ball of fire. Okay, so the jury was asking the house guests some questions. Were we surprised by any of the answers? I know we said Steve's answers were spot on, but I felt Liz, she lacked a lot of substance in her answers.
I don't think that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't think that either of them did that amazing of a job, but Liz's were so bad that it made Steve look good. But he was really like nervous and like aggressive,
Yeah.
And so like I think he had a lot better like answers within him that like were just like but like
came
it
out.
didn't matter. It was just like it worked out, so it doesn't really matter.
So I wrote down who everyone voted for, and Liz got 3 votes, and Steve got 6 votes. The people who do not vote for Steve were Julia, Austin, and Vanessa. People are saying that Vanessa didn't vote for Steve because she was a real bitter juror.
Yeah.
Do we think so?
I mean, so part of
Yeah.
me. So I was thinking about this because I knew it probably would come up. I was thinking, Like, one, it is her alliance. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like having Liz, like that was like her alliance from pretty much the beginning. So it's like, you know, you just vote for your alliance. Like, that's why you have an alliance. So that way, if one of you is in the finals, that you vote for them if they're there. And so it could have been that, or it could have been her just being like bitter against Steve voting her out.
I think Vanessa's bitter. But, I mean,
Vanessa deserved to win the game.
yeah,
I mean,
let's be real. But I think Austin, of all the jurors, I think Austin was the most bitter juror.
oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Against Vanessa.
Oh, against
Well,
everyone.
Even when they were
Bitter.
talking, sorry, there's a fly in here. Even when they were talking with Dr. Will, but Austin did say something. I'm trying to remember what he said. Was that he might think to vote for Vanessa if a certain situation happened, right? Do you remember this part?
He was talking about, wasn't he talking about
Or
Steve?
Steve?
Yeah. Because I like
He was
because then
just
Dr.
saying
Will
that.
called him out on it. He's like, isn't that really hypocritical of you to say
Yeah.
that? Because if you were in the same situation, would you want that? And
Yeah. Would
So-
you would have kept Liz?
yeah.
I still don't think that Vanessa was bitter because she voted for her alliance member. Steve and her weren't that tight the entire game.
It's true.
Yeah.
They
Her
were
and Liz
tight,
were,
but
were in alliance
From the
more
beginning.
for more weeks than she and Steve were.
Yeah.
So I could not wait. Once Steve was announced as the winner of Big Brother 17, I could not wait for him to come out and see his mom. I think everyone was
Aw,
so excited for
yeah.
that part. We saw that at the very end. And he was talking with Julie. He was just so excited. Even when they were reading the votes, he was like,
When they
Yeah.
said he won, he was like, he
yeah.
Yeah.
had like a panic attack. That was kind of awesome.
Yeah. No, I love that Steve won. That's so fun.
You were Steve like for
I know.
day one?
No,
Day
yeah, day
one.
one. Yeah, like Steve was my like person. Steve and Vanessa were like the people that I thought would win. So like pretty much that was the case.
What made you think Steve could win?
I don't know. I just, I don't know. Maybe I should have thought about that before you asked me.
Too late
Put him on the
now.
spot.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess just like because he's smart and you could tell that he's smart and smart people like figure it out. And like even though he didn't seem like it and people don't like they don't give him credit, but like if you really watch like what he did the whole time, like he does. Like in Big Brother, you have to let everyone think that like they have you in the palm of their hand, even if they don't. And he was really good at doing that. Like, you know, like they said, they're like, oh, you always just voted, you were just a vote, you were just a that. But yeah, if you're everyone's vote, then they want you around instead of don't want you.
I love that.
Going back to the question that the house guests were asking Liz and Steve, JohnnyMac asked Steve, or told Steve, that a lot of people think what he did is because JohnnyMac said this or because he was influenced by other players. Do we think he was influenced, or do you really feel like this was everything he did was his own thought process?
I think he was just consulting with his peers. You know, I think also he's a tad bit emotional, and I think he was playing his own game though. I don't think they gave him enough credit in that sense.
Do you think that they didn't give him enough credit because he was not really there like for the first half of the game?
That's what they thought,
That's
but
what they
going
thought.
back to what Jen said, he was playing
still
it
working
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well-
like they even in the jury they were saying like how they all like had like a deep connection with him, even though he said like he's socially awkward, like but he like made good real connections with them. They were just complaining he didn't talk game. But it's like, I don't know, why do you always have to talk game? Maybe
Yeah.
you want to build real relationships.
More
and that's what
relaxing.
matters.
It keeps it calm. So here's what I think, because I'm going to tell you what I think. Are you ready for this? Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
tell
Here
us.
we go. I'll tell you what I think. So, and I agree with what you said, Jen, based on building those relationships and also consulting, because if you look at every time Vanessa was in HOH, she was in there. Every single person was in there talking to her about what they think she should do, and essentially someone told her what to do at one point, right? So why is that any different from
Yeah,
Steve?
everyone's pulling from everyone.
You know, and at the same time, I like the fact that you think about him kind of letting people think that he's on their side, and you want to keep those people around. And I think that the thing that with the recent winners, you find that hyper intelligent people, or that people with higher IQ, aren't as emotional, and they have the ability to look at situations more analytically, which you see with Audrey. The reason she got out so fast is because she was so emotional, and those people don't generally win.
Yeah, emotions don't win.
Vanessa.
Well-
Was there an
Totally.
episode where she didn't cry? That's what I want to know.
The first one.
Yeah. Who knows what ticked her off then that we didn't see on the
live feeds?
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the episode, James was announced as America's favorite house guest, which I was a little surprised on, but I'm happy for him. He could use the money. He has a daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were all wrong. Obviously we all JohnnyMac.
I was shocked.
He was the
Sure.
shoo-in, I thought.
Yeah, I think everyone thought that. I don't think there's anyone that didn't think that JohnnyMac.
Was there something to do with the East Coast feeds? Remember, was that you and I talking about?
Oh yeah. Where are they from?
Where are they from? Johnny
He's-
Mac compared to.
Johnny Mac's from Pennsylvania.
So
Okay.
Is that mid?
Yeah, it's still East Coast. It's still East
Oh, so
Standard Time.
it's like
Yeah.
New York time.
Yeah.
What do the time zones have to do with the voting?
Because they get to see the episode first, and so they start voting.
Yeah, if they
Earlier.
cut off the episode.
Like West Coast, like never wins America's favorite.
Because of the live.
Interesting.
The live time versus the re-showing air.
But so yeah, that didn't matter. So I guess people just really like James. I don't know.
He grew on me a lot.
Yeah?
Throughout the season, I thought that he was really, because he didn't take the game too seriously. He was fun and just kind of outgoing, and I really appreciated that about him, and I think it made the game fun.
Yeah, maybe
pranking
maybe that's
people?
fun for some people. Honestly, like that's like torturous. Like James seems like a torture to me. Like I do not
You
want
would've
to be.
hated
I
him?
do not want to be pranked. I do not want to be like involved in all that. Like that just seems so annoying. But I guess it's entertaining for people to watch. But
It was, for me.
yeah.
All right, well, excuse me. We are going to be back with your Twitter questions after the break. Use hashtag BB17AS, and we will talk about your tweets, your comments, opinions, questions for us. Whatever it is, we will talk about them next. Stay tuned.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking love it. Oh my God.
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah?
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
Kill him. Kill him. Definitely kill him. We're cool. Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way in the right way.
but you were like, well, we want to know what's gonna happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world. and we
Another
appreciate
beautiful
you so
summer
much.
at the stream.tv, y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Hello, welcome back.
Yo.
This is the finale edition of the Big Brother 17 After Show on the stream.tv. We are going to bring it over to you guys now for Twitter questions. What do we have going on, Ryan?
Well, first off, thanks for watching us live. Those people that are watching us live, shout out to Cole and Whatnot, Child of God, Mila Kanor. We appreciate you guys tuning in live, watching us all season long, giving us questions, comments, all that good stuff. So let's go to the Twitter world and
Let's
see
do
what's
it.
Let's
rocking
go.
and rolling. Are we in there? Are we connected? This thing, I tell you.
Connected.
We're good to go.
We're
What's the
rolling.
first
Let's
one?
do it. Okay. So this one is from Marissa Anyo. I'm so happy Steve won. Love me some mamas, boys. Ha ha. BB finale.
I love seeing him hug his mom.
Yes.
That was. I'm actually hoping that there's a finale party tonight, and I'm hoping his mom's gonna be there.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
for sure
For
be
For
there.
sure, I hope
Well.
she's gonna be there. All right. So Danielle Lem. A female winner is so long overdue. All you ladies better step it up. Thoughts on that?
I definitely thought a female was going to win this year because I feel like we had a lot of strong female house guests. So I really thought a female was going to win this season.
I think it just validates that the show's not necessarily fixed like everyone thinks it is. Because everyone's like, oh, they're rigging the games for Vanessa. I don't know. Maybe because I played the game. I just don't think it's fixed.
Yeah. Well, I was actually talking to some people last night, and the rumor around town is next season may be an all-star season. So I would really like to see a bunch of the season, like third place winners, which a lot of them are women, have a lot of them on the show.
It's true.
Because they were in the house the whole time and they didn't win anything. I think they would be great contestants, and that would be a great season of a bunch of third place people.
That's
It'll
true.
be like your season
That'd be
with
cool.
came back as coaches
Yeah.
and then they got back in the game. I think that was a lot of fun.
We were in the season before with Brendan and Rachel and Evil Dick on season 13.
Yes.
Or, yeah, 13, not 14. So this one is from our good friend Andy Heron, who's just a guest on the show.
Yes, last week.
Steve, welcome to the quote-unquote I'm not considered a great, but whatever, because most great winners are disappointing in real life club. Basically, welcoming me into the club of disappointing winners.
Oh, I don't think that people can be disappointed.
I loved Andy when he was on the show. I think he's a really nice guy. But that season, I wasn't that excited that he won the show.
Yeah.
Kind of how I feel about Steve winning this time. I like Steve as a person better than I did Andy, but...
Who was Andy against?
Gina Marie, right?
Yeah.
Who was the third
The
place?
Exterminators. I want to
McCrae?
say...
That was just a messed up season. No one in the top 5 was like good.
Yeah.
So it was like whoever wins, I don't even care. I stopped watching.
Or was it that Spencer dude?
No, it was Spencer. I think it was
so it's
Spencer.
Like, whatever.
But you know, in their defense, I think it's great that Andy has self-realization and he puts himself in a category that's, you know, makes sense.
It is what it is. He won, and suck on that because I won. That's really what it comes down to. I won. Suck on that.
Yeah, you don't have this $500,000 I just pocketed for doing absolutely nothing.
We're talking smack over here, but shoot,
that's really all that matters in the end of the day. It's not who should have, could have, would have, anything.
It's all
who just wins it and who has that $500,000 check.
All right, so I like this one a lot because this goes back to what I was talking about with Gina Marie and the things that she said versus what Liz said in the finale when they were in the final 2. Dan Gissling said, Steve is looking better and better every time Liz attempts to answer a question. And I think that was a big reason some of the votes came towards Steve because he answered the questions better.
Do you think, since you guys were there in the juries and you guys were voting, can your mind change like at a split second? Because you could think, I'm going to vote for this person, they say their questions, and then you know what? I'm going to vote for that person instead.
No.
Or do you go in knowing who you're voting for?
Oh, wait.
Well, I think it's confusing because like now they have it where it's like the third person just like comes out right then, so you don't even know who you're voting for until like a minute before. So it's like you got to like have all the scenarios and how it happened and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure like Meg looked like she was like thinking about it with the answers. Like it depends who you are and what you are. My season, no, there was no way I was voting for Dick to win. Like I don't care who was next to him. Like there was just no chance. But like some seasons, like I'm sure you can. Depends how it goes.
I think that I know what you're saying, but I think you're asking are the keys in your hand at that moment? Because I think there's a commercial break after they answer all the questions, and then that's when we pick the keys. Is that what you're asking?
I wanted to know if your mind, like, in your head, do you have a scenario of these 3 are here, so if these 2 or these 2 are there, I'm going to vote for this person or this person. Can your mind change right before you put the key in the hole?
I think with it being Steve and Liz on the block, it could have gone either way with them because people in their mind assumed Vanessa was going to win. So if it's Vanessa winning, we're all voting for Vanessa. But now, you know what, I'm not sure because I didn't think Vanessa wouldn't be here.
Right.
Right, no, but I think he's asking like logistically, can you change your mind like with production?
Yes.
Logistically, 100%.
All right.
Because you have 2 keys in your bag, so.
Okay.
Moving
That's
on.
what I was trying to think. Did I have 2 keys in my bag? I'm like, yes, I did.
Yes.
They give you both.
Did you get to keep your keys afterwards?
No.
Oh.
Did you?
Yeah, I have my key. I sold my key to a fan.
Done and done. Making profits. All right. From Brittany Haynes. Yay, Steve. Great reaction. Like a nerdy Miss America.
Oh,
it was.
Miss America.
Both. I actually liked when he did the
like
speech
that.
and he was like the glasses thing.
Yeah, what did that mean?
That was him and JohnnyMac started doing that, like kind of making fun of each other, being nerdy. So they would just be like fixing their glasses and pushing them up. And then it just became a joke that because he was the nerdy kid.
Right.
And then when he got all emotional.
You know what, back to Dan Giesling's tweet, I just feel like girls get a bad rap because they could, you know, sometimes maybe they don't sound as intelligent, but maybe she just didn't know how to answer because she was in this twin twist. She did definitely get herself into a showmance, and that kind of leaves for not a lot to talk about.
But I think generally you assume and know generally what the questions are going to be targeted at you based on the game that was played.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you can sort of pre-plan a little bit and okay, they're probably going to ask me about how I played better because of Julia and Austin and how this happened.
Yeah, she could have prepared.
And you could have prepared.
Okay.
She seemed to be very unprepared. Like she was making up the answers on the spot, which made her talk in circles.
I was going to say.
I also thought that Liz already threw in the towel when she knew it was going to be final 2 with her and Steve, just thinking, I'm not going to win. I truly feel like she
Why didn't she throw in the towel before that, thinking it was when she didn't win any part of the HOH and she had Vanessa and Steve?
Yeah.
So she was just like...
Yeah.
Just to back up my idea of she was basically carried by her showmance and twin to the final 2.
Yeah. And Vanessa.
Vanessa, yeah.
So I think this is probably one of my favorite tweets that we have on the show today, from Tulane Terry, Ian Terry.
Yay!
So
Hey,
Steve and I
Ian.
are gonna move into a mansion full of hammocks, beach balls, and star in a CBS buddy comedy, right?
It's so cute.
I would watch a CBS buddy comedy
That's
with,
a good
with
one.
Ian and Steve.
That's
Nice,
funny.
Ian.
Well played, sir. John Party, I wanted to see Austin meet Liz's dad.
Yes.
Oh no, that's
Let's be real.
scary.
Show of hands, who thinks that relationship is gonna last? Anybody? That's what I
No.
thought.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, how about Davon's question to Austin about
Yes.
Judas?
Judas? I thought that
Yes.
was funny. And you know what? I like the way Austin answered it though. He was like, you know, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
It sounded cool in my head, and that's exactly what he thought. You know, it sounded cool in his head, but it wasn't cool to us.
Ashley, I'm so glad you and I are on the same page. Our next Twitter comment from Haley Franklin. The last time Austin was here, he was completely shoeless. The last time Judas was here, he was completely pointless. Zing.
That's
Nice.
funny.
Oh, the Zing bot.
That's a
Oh,
good
the
one.
Zing bot. All right. So this one is from Semitic Tickler. Vanessa voted out. I know, right? I just read the Twitter handles. I don't make them up. Vanessa voted out of anger last night. Poor Van.
Yeah, we
Do you agree with
discussed
that?
it. I mean, yes and no. I mean, I think it was you that said she was with Liz for a long time in the game. She wasn't with Steve as long, so.
Yeah, I
don't-
mean, it is like an immediate shock too. So it's kind of like right when you get like, you know, beaten at a hard hand, like she just got like taken out. Like she thought she figured out the whole game, a way to get taken to the finals either way, and she just got it shut in her face like minutes.
Do you think Liz
So
would
it's
have
like
taken
hard
her
to take it.
to the final two?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Do you think she would have?
I don't know either.
I kind of feel like she would have, thinking that she has like Austin and
Yeah.
everything, and she's not like, I don't want to say smart. She didn't seem like she had it like all well thought out, like that Vanessa really had like in the game, like Steve knew.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Goes back to the self-awareness. She didn't
Yeah.
really know what was going on. Because we saw, she thought that the game was about her. And,
Oh yeah,
and her
she
twin.
got mad
Yeah.
every time they weren't going to go again with her and Austin and Julia's roles.
Yeah, we're like, it's not the twin show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Twin Show. They were the twist. It was all about
Yeah,
them.
which is why Vanessa says she voted, is because it was what this season was all about, and like maybe that's
true.
why she voted, not
Okay.
out of bitterness.
All right. So I'm going to do two back-to-back because they're kind of tied together. This one is from Taurus Story. I'm so proud of Vanessa for going hard this season. I'm way more proud of Steve for taking down the Beast.
Yeah.
And then this one, during the BB17 finale, Julie Chen seemed sad that Vanessa was evicted.
Did she? I didn't
Julie.
notice that.
I mean, to be honest, I thought Julie thought that Vanessa was going to win.
I think
the whole
everyone thought
thing.
Vanessa
Yeah,
was
well, I
going to
think
win,
everyone
really.
did.
We all know I did.
I like
I thought,
There's our show of
I know, because
hands.
she's like, I'm gonna pull out Vanessa's key just because I'm interested in
Yeah.
seeing
See who she voted for.
But also, if she did it the other way,
Yeah. We would have known
Steve
too
had
much.
like the
we
first
would have
5
known.
votes.
Yeah, we would have known too soon. I know
Yeah.
it was just her, like, you know, someone wrote her that, but it's fine. I still liked it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was good. All right, guys. Well, that is our show here on the stream.tv. It's our
Oh, we
last
gotta
one.
say
We're
thank
sad.
you to a couple peeps.
We got a lot of thank
Yes,
yous
yes.
and
We
a
got
lot of
thank
love
yous.
for
We wanna
our
thank
fans
everyone
and
that-
everyone who supported us.
Everyone who
Yes.
watched online weekly.
And specifically, all of the Big Brother blogs like Ask Morty TV, thank you. Joker's Update, thank you. Big Brother Junkie, thank you. Hamster Watch, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Who do we
Reality
got?
Wanted.
Reality Wanted, of course.
Yeah.
That was all of them. So
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for
much.
everyone that's joining us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Tweeting
Yes.
at us.
Tweeting, BB17
Follow us on the internet.
Yes, you
Yeah.
guys know where we are now. We'll
So-
hopefully be back here for next season. Hopefully I'm on it. This is what we're
Yeah.
hoping for. But until then, guys, thank you again so much, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Follow
Bye.
Ryan Hooks too.
Yeah, and
Genius
all of us.
Health.
Big Brother on the stream.tv. Click the link and subscribe.